Hello children, a warm welcome to our English class and a very good morning to you all. Before going into today's topic, let's have a quick recap of yesterday's worksheets. We need to fill these sentences using the correct question forms, right? I'll just read out the answers directly, children. Just check it out. First one is already done for us. Second one, when do some small animals hide in holes? Third one, where do your cousins live? Fourth, why does a dog bark angrily? Fifth, who helped the golden bird in the jungle? Sixth, how does a kitten look like? Seventh, how does a fish swim in water? Next, for words in use, the first collocation is come along. For come, the correct suitable word is along. Let's wait here. The next bus will come along soon. Second one, take down the address quickly. Some of them have written here out, but take out is a collocation, but here to this sentence that is not the suitable word, right? Take out the address quickly. Actually, that word out can be used somewhere else. We can't. If you observe in fifth bit, please shake out the sand from your clothes before you enter the house. Here, instead of out, if we replace down, shake down the sand, we can't use the word shake down, right? So that is the reason we need to choose the correct collocation according to the sentence also. So for the second one, take down the address quickly is the right collocation. Next, third one, I can return the book this evening. I pass by the library on my way back from school. Pass by. Fourth one, Rohit raced ahead of the others in the last minute and won the race. Raced ahead is the correct collocation. Fifth one, please shake out the sand from your clothes before you enter the house. So shake out is the correct collocation. So these are the yesterday's worksheets, children. Now let us see today's. Usually we all give instructions, right? Instructions can be given in two ways: positive instructions and negative instructions. I mean good instructions and bad instructions. For your easy understanding, I am differentiating like this: good and bad. What is this good and bad? Here, positive instructions refer to good instructions. Negative instructions refer to bad. But actually, it's not bad. We give in a negative way. For suppose, if you see here in this story, the chameleon gave instruction to the bird that don't move. If it moves, what will happen? Eagle will identify the bird and it may eat the bird. That is the reason the chameleon instructed the bird, don't move. Don't move is a negative instruction. Don't is a negative word, right? Do means positive, don't means negative. We know all these things. If we say anything to do means you do the work. If we say anything not to do means you doesn't do the work, right? So in the same way, do means positive instruction, don't means negative instruction. So here the word don't move is a negative instruction given to the bird. Why the negative instruction is given to the bird? It is for her good sake only, right? It is for the bird's wellness. That is the reason we call it as negative instruction. Even by giving negative instruction, we can teach good to others. For suppose, you are playing with some harmful item. What your parents will do? Will they say, okay, good, play with the item? No. What they will say? Don't play with it. For suppose you are playing with a knife. Will they encourage you? No, right? They will say, don't play with a knife. That is the negative instruction given to you for your good sake. Understood? So here, giving these kind of instructions to others in a polite way. In a polite way for not to do something is called negative instructions. So here, in these functions, we are going to see few sentences. For those sentences, you need to write the negative instruction in a polite way. You are instructing your brother or sister or your friend in a polite way not to do some work. You need to do this in pairs, children, actually, but at home you do it with your parents or with your siblings. Siblings means your brother or sister, whoever it is. Let us read the first one. Work in pairs and take turns to give negative instructions. So you need to give negative instructions in a polite way. First one. Your friend wants to draw in his textbook. Tell him or her not to do so. You tell me drawing in a textbook is a good habit? No, right? So you need to instruct your friend. It can be a boy or it can be a girl, whoever it is. That is the reason it is given here, him or her. You can instruct them in a polite way not to draw in the textbook. So how you will instruct them? It is left to you. You can write in your own words. I have written like this. Don't draw in your textbook and spoil it, Tina. So I am instructing to a girl in this way. Don't draw in your textbook and spoil it, Tina. So this is my instruction given to Tina in a polite way. And don't draw. When I'm using don't means it is a negative instruction. Second one. Your sister is learning to ride a bicycle. Ask her to stay off the main roads. Now you need to instruct your sister in a polite way not to ride bicycle on the main roads. So how do you instruct? I have written like this. You should not ride your bicycle on the main road or on the main roads. You can add yes. You should not ride your bicycle on the main roads. I have instructed my sister in this way. You can write in your own way. I'm not saying that you should write as it is. No. I have written my answer. You can write your own answer. But it should be in a meaningful negative instruction. Understood, children? Next, third one. Your brother is about to throw a plastic bag out of the window of the car. Tell him not to do so. So how do you instruct your brother not to throw a plastic bag out of the car window? Don't throw the plastic bag out of the window of the car. So I'm instructing my brother in this way. You can instruct your brother and you can add the reason also. For suppose, don't throw the plastic bag out of the window of the car. It may hit the other vehicles or it may trouble others. Whatever it is, you can write your reason also over there. Your answer should be written in a polite way. The negative instruction saying that not to do, and the answer should be in a polite way. Next, if you see in your textbook in the same page number 49, you can see this down after the functions dictionary work. Okay, here are few spellings given to us. We need to identify the correct spelling and we need to tick the correct spelling. If the spelling is wrong, you need to correct the spelling. Okay, you can use your dictionary. We'll be having pocket dictionaries, right? Oxford pocket dictionaries will be having. You can use your dictionary. If you have big dictionaries also, no problem, you can use them. If you don't know how to use the dictionary, take the help of your parents or your brothers or sister to identify them. Okay, the first one. What is the first one? Beautiful. Beautiful. Is this the correct spelling, children? Beautiful. No, this is not the correct spelling. Second one. Here I am not telling you because All these words are very simple and easy to identify. I'm not going to tell you the answers here. I'm going to check whether you're perfect in these spellings or not, because every day when I tell you to read the lesson, I can see that most of you are not reading the spellings. That's the reason you are doing spelling mistakes in your exams. Now try to identify the spelling mistake from the word and then write down the correct spelling. Okay. Second one, chameleon. CHAMELEON. Is this the correct spelling or not? You need to check out and tick if it is the right answer. If it is wrong, you need to write the correct spelling of that particular word. Third one, tomorrow. TOMOROW. If you observe, everything seems to be correct, but if you know the correct spelling, then only you can identify the mistake in the spelling, children. If you see normally, you can see that all the spellings are correct. There is no mistake, but actually there is a mistake in the word. There is a mistake. I'm not saying every word has a mistake. No, only few words has a mistake. You need to identify that word, because all these are regular words. If you identify the word, if you identify the mistake in the word, it means you are observing and you are learning the words very perfectly and keenly. Okay. Third one, tomorrow. Fourth, hissing. Fifth, straight. STREIGHT. Sixth, address. Seventh, 40. FOURTY. Is the 40 spelling FOURTY? Check it out. Eighth, yellow. Ninth, whisper. Whisper means saying something in others' ears in a very low voice. Usually you whisper in your mother's ear or in your friend's ear, right? You wanted to say something, you'll go near to them and you tell in a very low voice near their ear, right? So that is called as whispering. So check the spelling of the whisper. Is it correct or not? Next, 10th, tongue. Is the spelling of tongue is correct or not? Check it out and tick if the spelling is correct. Write down the correct spelling if the spelling is wrong. I'm not telling you the answers here because these are the basic spellings which we are learning right from our first class. Okay, let me check how many of you will write correctly. Next, if you turn your page, in page number 50, you can find this writing part, that is diary entry part. Writing a diary. How many of you have a habit of writing a diary? Does anyone have a habit of writing a diary? Okay, if not you, do you know that anyone in your family have that habit of writing a diary? Maybe your brother or sister or your parents itself, some of them write diary, right? Means what do they write in their diary? They write what had happened in that particular day, or else what they want to do, they will be writing, right? So we usually write those. So when we write a diary, we have a pattern. You people will be writing your diary in your school diaries, right? What do you write? Homeworks. So when you write diary, we follow some pattern, right? What is the pattern? First we will write the date. Next day. Then we start writing homeworks one by one, right? But here when you write the normal diary, first we start with the date as usually. Then we start with the opening. What is that opening? Dear diary. It means here if you are writing a letter or if you are writing this for anybody else, you mention their name. Dear Ramu, dear Cutie, whatever it is. Okay. I always thought I was very lucky to have such a dash. Okay. Here this diary is being written by the king. Which king? In the Golden Bird story, the king is there, right? So this diary is being written by the king. So According to the king's point of view, you need to fill these sentences with the correct, with the suitable, I'm not saying correct, with the suitable words according to the king's point of view. Understood, children? According to the king's point of view, you need to fill these sentences with the suitable words. You all know the story. You all know the story of the golden bird, right? If you remember the story correctly, then you can fill these sentences in an easy way. Let me read out first. I always thought I was very lucky to have such a dash who sang for me every day. So I filled that blank with beautiful bird. I always thought I was very lucky to have such a beautiful bird who sang for me every day. But sometimes I feel sorry for the bird. It is wrong to cage a bird. A bird must fly freely. So today I decided to set the bird free. Yes, I told my men to set the bird free. Now I feel happy that she is free. In the last line, King Sahib means you are writing your signature. We usually do signature at the end of the letter, right? So here the name is been written in the form of a signature, name or signature. So you need to fill these sentences in this way. I have filled the sentences according to the story. You can fill these sentences according to the story. Maybe you can change the words, no problem, but the sentence formation should be correct, and the whatever words you have written, they should suit the sentence also. They should fit in that sentence. If you write the same also, no problem, but try to write in a different way. If you can write in a different way, you can write. If you can't, try until you get. Otherwise, you can write the same sentences. You need to do all these in your English textbook itself, in page number 49 and 50, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.